This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, hi there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutastrophe welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, February the 3rd, is a icon in the world of hockey. Not for his goal scoring ability, but for his penalty minutes total and for his frivolity, if you will. He's 70 years old today. And he played in the NHL from 1974 to 1988, playing in the All-Star game in 1981, which was weird, and was part of the Stanley Cup Finals in 1982. He is the NHL's career leader in penalty minutes. And you're thinking Dave the Hammer Schultz, but no, not Dave Schultz. It's this guy, Tiger Williams. Tiger Williams was drafted in the second round of the 1974 draft by the Toronto Maple Leafs. And he was also drafted by the WHA as well, but he chose the NHL. He was known for his enforcer. However, he could score goals when he wanted to. With the Leafs, he played from 1975 until 1980 with the Leafs before being traded. He actually broke many Maple Leaf and NHL penalty records. He led the league in penalty minutes twice, 338 in 1977 and 298 in 79. He actually did score 22 goals in a 55-game span, which was pretty good for him and all that. But that was the season in which he was traded to Vancouver for Rick Five and Bill Delago, kind of as a move by Punch Iblack to try to install some positivity to the team. Of course, Punch Iblack coming back to Toronto and trying to make the 1970s Leafs into the 1960s Leafs was kind of awful. Anyway, he scored 8 goals for the Canucks in 23 games and put up a 30-goal season, which was actually quite amazing for a goon, if you will. But that was not the best offensive season for him. He picked up 35 goals in 1980-81 in Vancouver. He did lead the league in penalty minutes with 343. Which was strange and all that. And the strange thing is, those 35 goals were the most by any Canuck. Not even Thomas Gradine or Stan Smeel did that. Because of that, he actually ended up being part of the 1981 All-Star Game and played on a line with Wayne Gretzky and Mike Bossy. Tiger Williams was part of the Canucks team that surprisingly went to the 1982 Stanley Cup Finals when we all figured it was going to be Edmonton. But of course, Edmonton got beaten by the Kings in the first round, and then the Canucks used that as a springboard to beat the Kings in the division finals and then beat the Blackhawks in the conference finals to get to the championship against the Islanders, which the Islanders won in 4 straight. Tiger Williams scored a memorable overtime goal. I believe it was against LA that year. Or was it Calgary? Another year. I think it was Calgary. Regardless, he looked pretty impressive, and Vancouver was happy to have him. Tiger would play for Detroit for part of the 84-85 season before being traded to Los Angeles. He would pick up 358 penalty minutes one year with the Kings, which was his personal best, even more so than the Leafs. He would then be traded to Hartford, and then he was released and he retired in 1988. So he did all that. Tiger Williams was a fantastic player and all that. He actually released his autobiography in 1984 and then had a cookbook called Done Like Dinner, Tiger in the Kitchen. Had a lot of hockey-inspired recipes. Now, Done Like Dinner actually is a huge thing because in 1977, when the Leafs were facing the Flyers in the first round of the playoffs, they were up 2-0 on Philly. And Tiger announced that them Flyers are done like dinner, meaning that the Leafs were going to win this series and maybe get to the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, though, the Leafs would fall in 4 straight after that, and poor Tiger Williams had to live with the guilt. Anyway, So, anyway, the Hanson brothers, a punk rock group, wanted Tiger Williams to be in the Hockey Hall of Fame. But it didn't work out that way. So, anyway, there were rumors that Tiger Williams' number 22 was going to be retired. But because the previous player who wore it, Bob Mantle, didn't want that to happen, that 22 would not be retired. Although Vancouver would retire number 22, but not because of Tiger, but because of Danny Sedin, who was an Art Ross Trophy champion and all that. There were a couple of assault charges on Tiger Williams, but he managed to get past them. Anyway, Tiger Williams has the most penalty minutes in the regular season, 3,971. But if you add the playoffs, it's 4,426. So he had almost 500 penalty minutes in the playoffs. With the Leafs, he had the most penalty minutes by a Leaf ever, 240 in the playoffs, and most penalty minutes in one season by a left wing. I guess he doesn't have the record for most penalty minutes in 1 year. I guess someone's told me. Anyway, that was it. Yeah, he was part of Swift Current. He was pretty good. Swift Current, his final year, he put up 52 goals and 310 penalty minutes. So he knew he could score and agitate at the same time. The Leafs picked him up in the second round. He was a Leaf, Canuck, Red Wing, King, and Whaler. So he did what he could. He put up 241 goals, 513 points in 962 regular season games with his 3,971 regular season penalty minutes. In the playoffs, he scored 12 playoff goals in 83 games with 455 penalty minutes. So regardless of that, Tiger Williams could always have the Tiger uppercut feeling. And that's how I feel too. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond Ado.